Hello, hello. I think that's actually working now. We're going to mute that. If you hear some double audio, it's because I'm just making sure by watching the stream that it's actually doing what it's supposed to. Hello, hello. There we go. I think that's actually working now. Of course, it's delayed as well. So, there we go. There we go. I think we're in business now. Listen, haven't done this for a while. You guys see anything messed up, just make sure you let me know. As I was saying before, we're in a different office space. We got a different background. It is a little messy. It's getting there. All this stuff, I'm just trying to organize, clean up, get looking decent. We got our... I'm really going to mess up my webcam now. But we got our action figures and everything down here. And yeah, we're kind of just chilling. And I'm really looking forward to doing a live stream today. It's been a while. Give me a minute. I'm fixing my webcam so it actually will set up, because for whatever reason it's very loose and likes to fall back down. But that is it. Where have I been? That's the big question. If you look at the channel, there's one episode of Raw up right now that I did a recorded version of. And am I happy with doing it? No. But I have been struggling with time management. And when it's not time management, it's just being tired. There really isn't any good excuse. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just life. It's just what it is. I started a new position at my job. And I've been kind of pouring all of my energy into that. And it's not something that I am doing because I'm being forced to. It's something I'm doing because I want to. Professionally, I want to do well in my career, and this is not my career. It's a passion, and I enjoy doing it, so we're going to keep doing it as much as I can. But yeah, there's going to be some times where I'm just not going to be able to put out content. With a new game coming, I find sometimes I don't have the ambition to play, but with a new game coming and actually watching wrestling, anytime that I feel like I have some... when I say downtime, I mean like time where it just doesn't feel good to play WWE stuff, where I consider myself to be down on playing it, is what I mean. Usually just watching it on TV, or yeah, I mean, just watching it on TV gets me kind of back into the mood to play again. So that's kind of where we're at. I watched Royal Rumble. We're going to kind of start this off, this episode of Smackdown. If you guys don't want to watch this, you're watching the playback, just skip ahead. But we're kind of chilling at the start of this live. Kind of something that I want to do more often. I did watch the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble was decent. I don't want to sound like a hater too much when I offer my opinion, because overall, I'm a WWE fan at heart. I would consider myself a wrestling fan at heart. Do I watch AEW? No. I can't keep up with all the streaming services to be able to watch all the content, nor do I have the time to watch every episode. I was doing very well at watching Raw and Smackdown for a while last summer, but now I have to have, like, Fubo is one of the streaming services to watch USA Network, or something equivalent. I have to have ESPN to be able to watch the PLEs. It was for a while there. I had to have Peacock to be able to watch Saturday night's main event. And then Netflix to watch Raw. So WWE alone requires me to have either cable television or many stream services in order to watch all of the content, which I find to be kind of a bummer. And as a WWE fan, I really hate to hate on the product, but if there was one complaint that I can make, surefire all the time, it's that all the streaming services to be able to watch what I want to watch. That being said, Royal Rumble I thought was decent. Once again, don't hate me for saying this, but Saudi Arabia, I just don't feel the energy there that I have felt in other arenas. Last Royal Rumble I thought had some bigger oomph behind it than what this Royal Rumble did. I I thought the storytelling was better last year too at this point. That being said, I think we kind of knew somewhat the direction they were going for WrestleMania, and this year, I don't really know what direction they're going for WrestleMania. I have no idea. I find it hard to believe. I don't think they're going to do Roman Cody again. If they do, they're going to go about it in a roundabout way. And I say that, I know Drew's the champion, but Drew is too involved with punishing Cody week in and week out for me to think that something's not happening there. So, yeah, I don't know how they're going to come back around. It could be a thing of where, well, you screwed Cody out of the Rumble. If you haven't watched it, I apologize. You might not want to listen any further here. You might want to come back. But if you haven't watched it now, you've been living under a rock. You need to watch it. But I feel like him screwing Cody out of the Rumble leaves a story there to tell. Maybe that's how they work up to another match. Why is my screen blacking out? That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at a little bit. I sure hope that's not going to do that in the middle of the stream. I should probably look at that. I don't know what's doing it, so. I'm just kind of seeing if it's an easy fix. Browser hardware acceleration or loose cable connections. Fix this by... Yeah, if anybody knows, whatever reason my thing just like blacked out where I am going to be playing and doing the content. I don't know why I did that, but I think that's not the first time. Allergies are really bad too. So, that being said, we were talking about Royal Rumble. I don't think Royal Rumble was a bad premium live event. I just think that the storytelling was not as good this year. There was a couple of spots in the match where I was like, ooh, this is decent. Powerhouse Hobbs making his way in. He was a big name, or a decent name anyway. I don't think they showcased his talent very well. That's just me, though. Overall, I think it worked. Some of the spots I thought kind of overshadowed by entrances somewhat. Like Brock Lesnar getting eliminated had no oomph behind it whatsoever because Jey Uso was making his entrance into the ring. Could just be just a bad timing thing. One thing that and this is kind of a shoot, but one thing that I really hate is how weak they're making Randy Orton look. And I know if my buddy's watching this right now, he's been saying this for months. I didn't feel it until watching the Royal Rumble. Basically, Randy hits Roman with an RKO, and then right off the heels of that, Gunther just throws Randy out. No damage done. Nothing, just throws Randy out. I just apologize, I'm stuffy. So, to me, that made Randy Orton look really weak. Some might argue, well, he was like the final 3 in the Rumble, so how can you say that? I'm just saying that overall, to me, it looked like Randy was weak in that match. It just made him look weak by the storytelling that they did. So yeah, I'm not going to go too in-depth anymore on Royal Rumble without jumping into this episode of Smackdown. I just wanted to kind of just go over my thoughts and opinions and things that I'm seeing because I really don't know the story that they're telling. Right now, going into WrestleMania, we got Drew as champion and we got Punk as champion. So, with that, what kind of story can they tell? Tons of different routes they can go. And I think one thing that I need to learn a little bit about this current WWE is maybe it's not so obvious the direction that we're going. My screen just blacked out again. Like, that can't do that in the middle of streaming. Like, that's going to be a pain. Yeah, it can't... I think one thing that I just have to learn is that maybe it's not as predictable as it once was. Maybe things are different now than what they used to be. Yeah, I don't know what's doing that. Calibrate HDR games. Is it because of HDR? I don't know. My screen just all of a sudden, with my Xbox hooked up to it, just kind of blacks out. It goes black for a second and then comes back. If that does that while I'm streaming, it's going to be bad. Display HDR, is that it? I don't feel like it is. Anybody knows why it does that? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, so I think just WWE has gotten less predictable. Maybe we're not supposed to know what's going to happen. They did say in an Unreal episode that I'd watched that, they're trying to make things less predictable. And that's not a bad thing. But don't sacrifice story in order to do that either. Like, the main reason why I critique AEW more than WWE is that they do kind of lean more towards the wrestling, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. It's all on taste. But less story driven. You're not giving me... I think a lot of times wrestling and the story have to go hand in hand. Without the story, it's just wrestling. Sometimes it's fine. And without the wrestling and having the story, it both kind of create a lackluster environment. Yeah, I think wrestling just needs a story. Something. At least a portion of it. So, just my opinion. And so, I don't know what's going to happen at WrestleMania. If I had to guess right now, based off of where we're at, you got Punk and Drew as champions. I'm usually pretty decent at predicting it. And then you got Roman as the Royal Rumble winner right now. If I was to guess... Wow. If I have to guess, I would say that it's probably at WrestleMania, depending on returns and such. I believe it's projected that CM Punk, or that Seth Rollins will be back in time for Mania. And my guess is it's CM Punk versus Seth at WrestleMania. They were going to do it a couple of years ago. It got sidelined because of injuries. I think that happens at this Mania. And somehow I got to think that Cody is going to get an opportunity at the title. And this is the predictor in me. And between now and Mania, probably at Elimination Chamber, or maybe Cody's in the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, I don't know. Because usually Elimination Chamber, the winner gets the opportunity at another championship. So, at the other world titles. So, whichever one the Royal Rumble winner doesn't pick. So, yeah, I really don't know. Does Seth come back at Elimination Chamber and win to take on Punk? And does Cody get an opportunity at the title between now and Mania? And somehow, maybe Jacob Fatu screws Drew McIntyre out of the match, and Cody wins the title back, and then it's Cody and Roman at Mania again. A piece of me doesn't want to see that. Like, I just want to see something fresh. But the other part of me that tells stories with my content thinks that it could happen. So, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. But enough about real life WWE. Thank you guys for sticking with me just to have this conversation. If you made it this far and watched all the way through my talking before we hopped in to this game, then I definitely appreciate you. and my screen just blacked out again. I really don't know what's going on right now. Give me just 1 second. Let me see if I can figure this out before we hop in to the stream. I'll be right back. Alrighty, chat. I'm really hoping that I fixed it right there. Really hoping that I fixed it. Welcome to our first episode of Smackdown. I'm kind of looking forward to this, honestly. We have a jam-packed show here. One thing that I forgot to do before we hop in here, there's a lot. I'm a mess. I'm a mess right now. Super big mess. I need to turn down commentary and probably turn down the music just in case. I think we're good. I'm excited to hop into this episode of Smackdown. We got a jam-packed show, fresh off the heels of Backlash. Was it Backlash? Pretty sure it's Backlash. The last pay-per-view that we had. No, it was Clash of the Castle. My bad. Clash of the Castle. Last episode of Raw was basically pre-recorded with commentary. No commentary by myself. Bryce, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. And this episode, we're going back to the live format. Hopefully, we'll be able to keep this going. I'm done talking. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to get in, and I want to get into some of this action that I have prepared for us. So, first matchup of the night right here. We are looking at the Usos in tag team action against Los Garza. Looking forward to this matchup. Without further ado, we're going to hop into the action. And in this matchup, we're playing as the Usos. Happy birthday, Bryce. 16 years old. The big 1-6. Glad you're here. Glad you're joining your birthday with me. We're jumping into tag team action here on the Blue Brand to kick off our first episode of Smackdown on the series. Fresh off our draft.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
How you liking that gear, chat? That's customized by yours truly. Usos ring gear. Y'all give happy birthdays to Bryce in the chat right there. We're fired up here tonight on the first episode of the Blue Brand. Angel and Berto.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 403 pounds, Angel and Berto, Los Garza.
Los Garza in action here on Smackdown. What a night of action it is going to be here in our first matchup of the night. Tag team bout. The returning Usos to tag team action here on the Blue Brand versus Los Garza. A bell rings and this one is off. Ooh. Jimmy starting off for the Usos. Shot there to the midsection by Berto. Rolling out of harm's way, looking for the clothesline. Missed its mark, ducked the shot there. Super kick on the chin by Jimmy to Berto in on the pin. And a kick out before two. The Usos returning to tag team action here on the Blue Brand. Put those ones in the air, chat. Irish whip sends him into the corner here and looking to tag in Jay. Oh, and a super kick of his own onto the chin of Jimmy Uso. Jimmy off the reversal there once again. Clothesline delivered by Jimmy. He tried to roll out of harm's way right there. Into the corner he goes. Forearm into the chin. Oh, and a shot there. Shots there by Berto. DDT takes down Jimmy. Calling Jimmy up to his feet now. Looking from the apron. The fly out of the way it goes. Looking for another kick there. Missed its mark. And raking the eyes of Jimmy. Drop kick right to the back. Readjusting here, chat. Readjusting. Oh, looking for a shot there. Sling blade rolls out of harm's way and a big drop kick right onto the side of the head. Up top here, looking to fly is Angel here on Jimmy Uso. Suffering some punishment in the opening of this matchup. And a reversal there. And Into the corner he goes. Tag into Jay now, the fresher of the Usos. Jimmy and Jay doing what they do best. Tag team work here. Oh, shots there on the legs. Elbow there to the chest of Angel. In the corner he goes. Fresh off that heels of Class at the Castle. And of course, from how we were running Universe Mode previously, there's a few things that are already set in motion. We have a Women's United States Champion. We have a Cruiserweight Champion on the series. That can be contested between Raw and SmackDown. Also the women tag titles between Raw and SmackDown as well. I don't think so. And we have a vacant United States Championship and a vacant WWE Undisputed Championship. So we gotta name a few of those and a shot there. Reversal there by Jay and a super kick on the chin. And I gotta tell you, whatever I did not fix my screen blacking out. It blacked out on my end. Thankfully, I have the monitor to my right where I can kind of see what's still going on, but it is annoying. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. Shot there into the midsection. I do have a capture card hooked up right now, so I mean, maybe that's the problem. Maybe it needs a driver update. Who knows? And on a pin. Reverse. Rolled over Berto in a pin. That one broken up. Shot there. Shot on the face. Jey Uso gets sent into the corner here of Angel. Clothesline by Jay takes him down. Usos trying to get in that gear that they get in tag team action. Up, Samoan drop right there. Jay in the corner, fired up. I thought maybe he had a spear too. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, got the foot. Oh, takes him over. I think Jay needs a spear, honestly. Oh, and a super kick. That's like a Shawn Michaels style super kick right there. Sends him into the ropes here of Angel. Bounces off. Reversed here. Another shot to the midsection. Only caught a little piece of it though. Sends him into the corner of Angel. Tag in here. Jay getting worked over. Phenomenal tag team offense right here. Look at these two go. Big back suit, or I don't even know. I don't even know where I was going with that, to be honest. It was backflip. I'm drawing a blank. Rusty chat. Turn his attention towards Jimmy now. Trying to get something moving. Here's the Usos. Back into the ring he goes. And now, oh, I just took out both on the outside. Jimmy and Angel. Paid off, chat. Sizing him up. Shot there. Reverse shot to the back of the knee. Oh, big shot to the back of the knee. Now Irish whip sends him to the ropes and a big knee. Now Berto, a legal man in this matchup. Berto now Irish whip sends him into the corner. He's gonna come flying in, chat. He's gonna come flying in. Oh, missed its mark. Oh, we don't have a signature anymore. Oh, wrench the leg. Spin over. Big DDT. Take an Angel off the ropes. Try to set up for the 1D chat. Can we get it? Tag in. Looking to lay him out with the 1D to kick off this episode of Smackdown. Oh. Angel's going to get involved. Oh. There we go. To the outside. Oh, reversed. At the end of the ring. All right, chat. All right, chat. We got to capitalize right here. Super kick on the chin. What the? Oh, a shot there. Missed its mark. Into the corner. Elbow. Big punch there. Jimmy's got some moves. Jimmy's got some moves. Put him down in that corner. Oh, telling him. Beautiful drop kick in the corner. Another shot there. Taking Angel off the ropes, off the apron. Heading up. Do we got it? No, we don't have the splash yet. Oh, Whisper in the wind and a huge pin opportunity. 2. No, and a kick out before 3. Tag into Jay. Oh. We're going to show him what we do here. Uso crazy here on SmackDown. Oh, reversed. Oh, and a clothesline. Beautiful tag team action here to open up SmackDown. Moved out of the way. Jay's got an opportunity here. Setting him up. Taking him up. Big slam right there. Super kick on the chin. Berto taking off the apron. Into the opposite corner. Big splash there by Jay. Out to the floor goes Jay, taking him out. Uh-oh. Jay sizing him up. Angel's down. Gonna look for the splash. Nails it. In on the pin. This could do it. 1, 2. No, and a kick out. Tag team wrestling is right. Uso double team right here, sizing him up. Assisted Samoan drop right there, taking him down. I don't think so. Oh. Kick right to the head. Uso's got him in line. Big Samoan drop. He's actually down for a good minute out there. I'm gonna use that to my favor. Oh, and a running start. Out of the corner he goes. Oh, what's he gonna do? He's gonna try to hit me with a low blow? Wait. That must have been a payback. And the finisher. Not enough. Not enough. Oh boy. From the apron here. Miscommunication there by Los Garza. That might cost him. You can't do that against the multi-time tag team champions of the Usos. They're going to catch him. Big clothesline takes him down. Oh, caught him. I turned my attention towards Berto trying to come up with the opportunity to make something happen there. And a huge Hurricane Rana takes him over. And now it's got him in the armbar. Looking to make him tap out. I don't think it's going to be enough. Jimmy rolling out of harm's way. Right hands to the face of Angel. Jimmy, oh, with a shot there. Double super kick to the head. What's he doing? He's just, like, hanging out there? You gonna stay down now? Oh, we might as well. Oh! God damn. Oh, we reversed it. Clothesline takes him down. Whew. I don't know how I missed that. This one might cost us. Oh, DDT. Reversed. Reversed. Oh, send us back into the ring. Okay, not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. Got us in the corner. Elbow there. Shot there. Takes him down. Take him off the apron. We got an opening here. We got an opening here, chat. If we can get things lined up the way we need to. What the? That's some BS. That's some BS. In on the pin here off the clothesline. 1, 2, 3. No, when I kick out. That was some BS there, chat. Not gonna lie. We got him down again. We're gonna see if we can get that little 1D action going here. This is gonna do it right here. 1D by the Usos. In on the pin for the 1, the 2, and the 3. The Usos with a tag team win under their belt. Down since day 1-ish here on Smackdown for the opening contest of our very first show. Tag team titles are vacant here on Smackdown. You gotta think. Do it. I don't know what just beeped, but something did. What a match. Big super kick to the back of the head. We finally got our opening there at the end for that 1D. Usos with a tag team victory here tonight on SmackDown. The first show on the series of SmackDown. Well, we still got a lot of show left. I gotta say, if there's anything that I would request, it would be revamping tag team matches. I'm not saying they're not fun. I'm just saying that the flow of them to be able to get a finisher just feels very repetitive. You had to knock the guy off the apron in order to get the finisher. Granted, if I was not going for the tag team finisher, I probably could have ended it with Jay or Jimmy at any point with the splash, but I really wanted to get that finisher in there. So maybe like some sequences that would get you to the finisher. I don't know. Just kind of reworking that would be nice for me. But we got more action to come here. You might have caught a quick glimpse of it there because I wasn't really quick on the draw there. But we got... Let me find my right button here. We got a match up here. I probably just spoiled some of that. Listen, I'm Rusty Chat. We're all here to have fun and tell a story. That's what I'm here for. So we have the women's United States Champion in action against Jada Parker here in our second matchup of the night. In this match, I'm going to be the new Women's United States Champion, Lyra Valkyria. There was a tournament before we added Smackdown to the series for that Women's United States Championship, and Lyra Valkyria came out on top of that tournament. I'll take it down to the ring announcer, then we'll come back and talk a little more about that, on how this came about.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the WWE Women's United States Champion, Lyra Valkyria.
So originally our format for Universe Mode only included Raw. Only included a Raw roster that was stacked with everybody. Of course, the story now is we broke the rosters up and had a draft for Raw and SmackDown. During the time before that, though, there was a tournament as we were going to pick the Intercontinental Championship for the guys for the mid-card and the Women's United States Championship for the women's mid-card for our Raw show. Now that we split them, we're going to do a Women's Intercontinental Champion too. So with that, we moved Lyra Valkyria over here to SmackDown automatically. And now we're going to have to name a Women's Intercontinental Champion over on Raw. So, lots of things happening here. Of course, Lyra Valkyria went through a hard-fought tournament to win that. Jada Parker on the way down to the ring, and I can honestly say this is the first time that I have seen her entrance or played her or had her in a match. I'm not playing as her, but first time that I've had her in a match on Universe Mode. That's what this is all about. We're going to see fresh faces, new faces. That brings us to our next match. We're going to have quite a contest next here on SmackDown as well. But the Women's United States Champion, Lyra Valkyria, in action here. I haven't played as Lyra a lot in this game either. I'm really excited for the new game to come out, which has kind of renewed my interest in this game too. It's looking pretty good. I'm not expecting any like huge, drastic changes. We're up against the ropes here. Clean break. Surprised on that actually. I'm gonna drive her back into the ropes. But definitely looking promising. I'm not sure if I saw this wrong or not, but it looked like we were going to get a draft in Universe Mode, potentially. If you've watched content and you know that answer, let me know. I'm interested to see. Massive shot right there. Lyra Valkyria with a shot there on Jada Parker. Hurricane Rana takes her down. The Women's United States Champion in on a quick pin here. And a kick out. If you have never watched me before, I am all about telling good matches. I could care less if the superstar that I am playing as picks up the win or not. As long as it's a good match, I'm happy. Tag team matches I struggle with, because I sometimes find that it's pretty hard to make a good match out of them. And if I'm really tired, and I'm tired today, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I have a hard time telling a good story in a match. But you guys be the judge of it. If you're enjoying it, leave a like, comment. I can see your comments, so feel free to chat it up. That's what it's all about. Jada Parker now trying to maintain the offense here on the Women's United States Champion. Ooh, big knee there. Jada Parker could very well pick up a win here. I don't know her moveset, so. One thing that I did like, if you guys haven't watched any, breakdowns of the new game or anything, They are talking about sequences. Ooh, big shot there by Lyra Valkyria in on a pin here. And a kick out before 3. They're talking about sequences. So rather than Jada hitting a signature move and trying to go for a pin, they're going to kind of have like a finishing sequence that they go into, which should offer for a better AI experience. So I'm really looking to that too. Looking forward to that. Send it to the ropes. Drop down here by Lyra. Leapfrog. Lyra, big arm drag, takes her down. That was a massive arm drag. Oh! Sweep the leg. She was looking for something there. A lot of times the later portions of these matches is where the action really picks up. Jada, ooh! Did you hear that shot on the midsection? What a move! Rolling out of harm's way. And on a big side slam here. And on a pin for the count of 2 and a kick out before 3. See how all about tasteful pins? Slams her down to the mat. Lyra now gonna head up top. Gonna look to fly here. Massive leg drop there on Jada Parker. Oh, looking for the signature move right there. Moves out of harm's way. Lyra gonna roll her up for a quick pin. Bridges over for the 1. No, and a kick out before 2. Shot there to the midsection. Lyra Valkyria with a gut wrench. Powerbomb in on the pin right here. This could do it. 1, 2. No, and a kick out. I'm actually pretty surprised on how good this match is. I'm not gonna lie. Irish whip sends her to the ropes. Massive clothesline. My screen went black again. I definitely gotta fix that. That's annoying as hell. Sends her back into the corner here. Lyra Valkyria's got her up top. Looking to position Jada Parker in a bad way right here. Big superplex from up top. This is awesome. Sizing up Jada Parker. Gonna look to put her away right here. It's got her up in the finishing maneuver. Nails it in on the pin. This could do it. 1, 2. No, and a kick out again. What a matchup. Rhea shot there to the spine. Another one delivered. Picking up Jada now. Right hand. Looking for the kick. Ducks out of the way. Jada now's got her up. Big slam onto the knee. And now pushing down on the back on that knee of Jada Parker pushes her off. Looking for a shot here. Shot to the midsection. Lyra looking for a kick again. Misses the mark. Jada's got her well telegraphed here. Sends her into the ropes. Shot there onto the midsection. Jada now's got her up on the shoulders. Drapes her across the top rope. The Women's United States Champion could be in trouble right here. From the second rope. Big blockbuster right there by Jada Parker. And now too close to the ropes causes the rope break right there by Parker. Now it's got her up. Massive slam right there for the Women's United States Champion. Jada Parker now dragging her away from the corner. Taunting in the face of the Women's United States Champion. Jada looking for something, moves out of harm's way. And now, wait! Lyra's got her up. Another finishing maneuver. Nails it. In on the pin. Costly misstep for Jada Parker, and she kicks out. How in the world Did she just kick out the second finisher? And Jada way off the reversal sends her over. She might have another opportunity right here. She could nail it. She ducks it again. Ducks it again. Looking for the crossbody. Look at the strength of Jada Parker. Onto the knee. What a matchup. I told you the later parts of these matches usually are where the action happens. Pushes her off right here. Lyra Valkyria gonna try to make a comeback here in this matchup. Arm drag takes her down. Oh, rolls her up for a quick pin right here. 1, 2, no, and a kick out. Takes her down with a clothesline. Lyra looking to deliver a second. Misses Smart. Once again gets stuck. Lyra laying in strikes here on Jada Parker. DDT lands. What a matchup. Lyra calling her up to her feet. Big crossbody takes her down. Jada's got her on the ropes. Literally. Shot there in the back of Lyra Valkyria. Floats out through the back. Lyra's got her up. Third finishing attempt right here. Out of that move, lands on her feet. Nails the finisher for the 3. What a matchup that was. Wait. Julia's music is hit. Wait, she's come up from behind and a shot there on the champion. Julia just laid out the Women's United States champion right there. Sending a message to Lyra Valkyria. What a match, chat. I gotta tell you, Jada Parker kind of earned her keep right there. We're definitely going to be using her going forward. What a fantastic matchup. I was pleasantly surprised on how that one went over. Pleasantly surprised. We got more action to come, and if you liked that matchup, you're definitely going to like this matchup. Ilya Dragunov versus Javon Evans, the winner, the number 1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship. Javon Evans came up short in a championship match previously. He's getting another opportunity to be the number 1 contender, but he's got to go through Ilya Dragunov, former contender for the World Heavyweight title. So the odds are really in neither one of these guys' favor. Both off losses, going to make a run at the Cruiserweight Championship. Let's see which one of these men can be number 1 contender to that Cruiserweight title. We're going to find out. And for this one, oh boy, I don't know who to pick here. I really don't. I love both of these guys. Part of me really just wants to not play this match and see how it plays out. AI versus AI. And if there's any match to do this, I feel like this is the one. I think we're going to do it. We're going to let AI versus AI and see what these guys do. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know, what's the worst that happened? Your boy is bouncy. Will your boy get one step closer to the Cruiserweight title? We're about to find out. Making his way down to the ring with some new ring attire on. What are you guys thinking? You guys enjoying this first episode of Smackdown right here? Javon Evans making his way down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170
We're just calling the action here, chat. Calling the action here for this matchup. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's going to be a fantastic matchup, I have a feeling. Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Dragon, making his way down to the ring. He's wearing a new attire as well. Kind of his return look.
From Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 187 pounds, Ilya Dragunov.
Ilya Dragunov making his way down to the ring. What a matchup this should be. We still have a main event next. As if this #1 contenders matchup wasn't enough. We got a main event next. And it features a big return. A big return here to Universe Mode. And it will be a matchup to name one of the competitors in a fatal 4-way contest for the vacant, undisputed WWE Championship. It's going to be a match, too. It's going to be a match. You guys may have seen it if you were here in the beginning, because I wasn't really too quick on the draw. I'm excited to just call this one. Javon Evans versus Ilya Dragunov. #1 contenders opportunity on the line for the Cruiserweight Championship. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't want to see that, though, the whole match. Is that going to stay up the whole match? Come on now. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe it'll go away here in a bit. If not, no big deal. Lock up here. Dragunov shoves him off. Wait, how come it's not following? Did I hit free camera? No, there we go. Ilya Dragunov wrenching the arm here, Javon Evans. Wrestling contest here. Once again, wrenching the arm. I think I made the right call to watch this match play out. The way it's playing out. Shot there, driving him down to the mat. Snapmare takes him over. Shot to the back right there by the young OG. Ilya Dragunov with a boot there, delivered to Javon Evans. Takes him up. Massive slam there by Ilya Dragunov. Takes him down. The Mad Dragon trying to deliver a knee. Well scouted there by Javon Evans. But he catches massive shots here by Ilya Dragunov. And a powerbomb there by Dragunov. Holding him in for a pin. Kick out before 2. Evans stays alive. Ilya Dragunov now, the boot right into the throat here of Javon Evans in the corner. Ilya now, Irish Whip sends him into the other corner now. Ilya Dragunov gets kicked off by Javon Evans. Big forearm shot there by Evans and an elbow delivered. And a huge springboard. Misses the mark, and Ilya Dragunov delivers the drop kick to slow down the pace of this matchup once again. Senton delivered. The pin. This one could do it. No, and a kick out before 2. Off the ropes. Massive shot right there to the forehead. Evans now with a shot to the midsection. Evans off the reversal. Massive knee there by Ilya Dragunov. Drilled into Javon Evans. Clubbing shot to the back of Evans now. Ilya laying in shots. Javon Evans gets rolled up here, slammed onto the mat by Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov fired up since the beginning of the end. Reversal here by Javon Evans. Massive cutter by the young OG. Javon Evans out to the apron. Feeling a little bouncy with the clothesline from the apron. Takes down Dragunov. And now the young OG setting up Ilya Dragunov here with this massive kick. But Dragunov missed. Dragunov rolls out of harm's way there, reversing that attempt. Massive forearm. It looked like both men were going for clubbing shots there. Once again, sizing him up. Attempt number 2 by Javon Evans. Nails the kick to the temple of Ilya Dragunov. What a matchup here on the first episode of Smackdown. Takes him up, slamming him down. A Uranagi there by Ilya Dragunov, slowing down the pace of this matchup once again. As Dragunov from the top rope, looking to fly. Changes its attempt. Ilya now coming back into the ring. I'm not sure what the purpose was of that, but I'm not going to judge it. It didn't work out good for him, but still not going to judge it. Off the Irish whip. Leapfrog. Looking for this huge super kick. Misses its mark right there. Big DDT delivered. What action we have had here on SmackDown tonight. And now the Mad Russian with a huge chop across the chest of Javon Evans, dragging Evans around the ring now. The young OG could be in trouble right here. Looking for a massive heat bomb. The H-bomb, whatever he calls it. In across the chin. In on the pin. 1, the 2, the 3. No, and a kick out. Evans stays alive. What a matchup here on SmackDown. And on another pin for the 2, 3. No, and a kick out. Shot there in the midsection. Javon Evans looking for a shot. Clothesline takes down by Ilya Dragunov. Senton delivered right on the follow-up. And now Ilya sizing him up. Off the lariat there. Massive clothesline delivered. And now looking to size him up with Torpedo Moscow from the corner. And delivered. Is Ilya Dragunov the new #1 contender? No, and a kick out again. How is Javon Evans staying alive here tonight? Wrenching back on the neck. Is Evans going to be able to battle out of this one? Yes, he is. Javon off the springboard, misses its mark. It was a good attempt. It was a good attempt. The Mad Dragon now sends him to the ropes. Leapfrog, drop down here. Sizing him up. Javon says no. Forearm shot delivered. There's a piece of me that's really rooting for Javon Evans here in this match. But either way this goes, this has a desired outcome. OG cutter there by Javon Evans. In on the pin. This could do it. 1, 2, no, and a kick out by Dragunov before the 2 count. And here comes a springboard. Missed its mark. Looking for that signature kick of his. It did not land. Dragunov now with a Uranagi once again, taking him down. And at this point, it's got to be exhausting for Javon Evans to mount offense. He just gets on a roll, and Ilya Dragunov lands in a massive, powerful shot, slowing down the momentum gained by Javon Evans. Heading up top now is Dragunov. Massive knee to the sternum of Javon Evans. And now laying in another H-bomb onto the chin. That has got to do it for Javon Evans. I don't see him kicking out of this, folks. 1, 2, 3. Ilya Dragunov with a big victory. What a match that was there. 2 OG cutters in that match. Phenomenal clothesline early on. And Ilya with landing in 2 H-bombs right onto the temple of Javon Evans. Multiple pin attempts. Look at this. Spun through, massive clothesline delivered, still wasn't enough for the 3 count. The Torpedo Moscow I thought for sure was going to be what ended it, as he would nail it right on the chin of Javon Evans. Still not enough for a 3 count. Another cutter there by Javon Evans. Still was not enough. And Ilya Dragunov is the new number 1 contender to the Cruiserweight Championship. What a match. I am not disappointed one bit there. What a night of action it has been so far. And chat, it's time for the main event. And it's time for the surprise that I've been waiting on all episode. So, if you're familiar with the content, I usually try to keep things within the realm of possibility of what would happen. Unfortunately, that means guys like The Fiend. That means like The Undertaker. Maybe not Kane so much, but people that are not alive or not currently physically ever going to wrestle again, I don't put them in here. And that's arguable, because there's some people that are probably never going to wrestle again that could still do it. So we try to keep it within the realm of possibility. This one's a little different. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this match started here, and we're going to jump in. I'm excited for this matchup, chat. The main event, one of these people will be in a fatal 4-way for the vacant, undisputed WWE Championship.
Making his way to the ring from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 214 pounds. All ego, Ethan Page.
I'm not putting anything past Ethan Page, because he could win this match. He could very well win this match. But Ethan Page is here for a reason, because he's got one hell of an opponent returning to in-ring action that he's got to get through. Championship opportunity on the line for one of these competitors, as the world title here on Smackdown, the undisputed WWE Championship, is vacant. One of these challengers in this matchup is going to be going for that title. And yes, he's back here on Universe Mode. The Animal, Batista. A member of our Smackdown roster.
From Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista.
Chat, you could be looking at your future undisputed WWE champion, the Animal, Batista. I am so excited to use Batista here on Universe Mode. Like I said, I usually keep it within the realm of possibility. Probably Batista's never going to wrestle again. But I still wanted to include him. His model's good. It's believable. So we're using him. As a child, Batista was my top guy. Because before, I never had cable. I couldn't watch the CW. I couldn't watch Smackdown, where Batista, or where John Cena was the main start. I had Raw, and I watched Batista come up the ladder from Evolution, turn on Triple H, leading up to his big WrestleMania match, and then he left me and went to SmackDown, and John Cena came, and John Cena became my guy. But before that, it was Batista. Main event action. Fatal four-way opportunity on the line, and Batista catches his shot there, opening up the mat. Not a good way to start, big man. Like I said, I'm playing as Batista. That doesn't mean I'm going to win. I could lose this for Batista and be the most lackluster return ever. Massive clothesline. Elbow drop landed. Or we could have a really strong return and be one of the people in the Fatal 4-Way match for the vacant title. Sidewalk slam delivered. Irish whip. Elbow laid in. Damn, I love seeing Batista back. That's part of Universe Mode. And it's not just a one-off. Some of the matches that we can do, chat, with Batista now. Oop. Look at the strength right there. Remember, championship opportunities on the line. Oh, actually, I feel like that was smart AI right there. I feel like that's exactly what Ethan Page would do in that moment in real life. I don't think I'm winning this one, chat. Wrench in the neck. Oh, and a big spinning slam right there. We got more surprises for Universe Mode because there's other people that I really want to start using too. Even on a Raw brand. Elbows there across the head. Snapmare takes him down. But I do want to start using some less familiar faces. I know I say that as I brought Batista into Universe Mode, but it is true. Ethan Page is one of those. Like, just because he may lose here tonight doesn't mean he's not going to be used in the future. Oh, look at the strength of Batista. Massive slam. Fired up. Send him into the corner. Oh, looking to land in. Ethan Page off the reversal. Now gonna fly in. Massive boot to the face of Batista. Big man could be in trouble. Sent to the corner. Ethan Page sizing up some offense. Massive slam to the animal. In on the pin. One. And a kick out before two. Calling Batista up to his feet. Gonna look to fly here. Oh, and Batista with a shot there to the midsection. Irish whip. Big slam right there. Batista calling him up to his feet right here. The Animal. Whoa. The Animal missed wildly. Oh, and now the spear lands him. Like I said, rusty chat. I'm rusty. Kick out before 3. Laying in. Massive slam in the corner. The Animal laying in the knee here on Ethan Page. It has been one hell of an episode here on Smackdown for our first episode of the series. Our first Smackdown of the series, rather. If you've missed our previous episodes, go and check it out. I believe we had 2 PLEs on this series so far. Backlash and Clash at the Castle. But we're definitely ramping up to more. Ethan Page, twist of fate there on Batista. That could do it. In on the pin. 2. No, and a kick out. The Animal getting worked over here by Ethan Page. I thought he was going to steal my finishing maneuver. Oh, and here's Razor's Edge. He calls it something different. I don't remember what, though. And a kick out again from his finishing maneuver. Batista staying alive. And Batista now step up enziguri right there. Catches him. Oh, Batista sensing the beginning of the end. Setting up for the Batista Bomb. Nails it. In on the pin. 1, 2. No, and a kick out. I kind of knew probably wasn't going to win it right there, but we still had to give it a shot. Belly to belly, going in for another pin. 2. No, and a kick out again. Not going to lie, it's quite a main event. Sends him into the corner. Boot or knee to the head. Batista says nope. Turning this one around. Oh, and a boot there by Ethan Page again. Oh, looking for another boot. Ducked out of the harm's way. Clothesline delivered. And now Batista boot to the midsection. Looking for a shot there. Missed it smart. Missed it smart. Batista with the huge spine buster in on the pin. 1, 2. No, and a kick out again. From the second rope, we don't see it a lot, but we're about to see it here. Double axe handle. Batista fired up here tonight on Smackdown. Looking headlong at that fatal 4-way opportunity. Oh, and a shot there to the midsection. Into the corner he goes. And a massive slam from up top. That could do it. 2. No, and a kick out again. Ethan Page frustrated on a rusty Batista. And another Razor's Edge or whatever he names that maneuver. 2. No, and a kick out again. Batista stays alive. Man, oh man, chat. And Batista says no. And once again, sizing him up for another Batista bomb. Nailed it. In on the pin for the 1, the 2, and now a kick out. What in the world? Ethan Page not looking like a scrub at all in this matchup. Big shoulder block. Sizing him up. It's time to put him away, chat. It's time to put him away. The return of the Animal. Not going to be scorned at all. No, a reversal. Shoulders to the midsection. Batista with a massive suplex. Big elbow. Shot there. Ethan Page fighting back against the Animal. Back and forth we go. Oh, missed it smart. Oh, Batista caught him. Oh, yeah, chat. Oh, yeah. Setting him up one more time for the 3rd Batista bomb of the match. In on the pin. 1, 2, 3. Successful in his return. The Animal is the first of 4 contenders for the undisputed WWE Championship. What a match. The Animal is back. What a main event. Ethan Page, not a scrub at all. He handled himself well in that matchup. Survived 2 Batista bombs. It was that 3rd one that would do him in. A massive spine buster there early on. But it was this final Batista bomb that did Ethan Page in. And the Animal is back.
The Animal Batista!
The Animal Batista is back here on Universe Mode on our blue brand. Dominant as ever. What a matchup. That is gonna do it for this episode of Smackdown. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me this evening. I always enjoy these. About an hour and a half long lives. Or yeah, about an hour and a half long live. Thank you guys so much. I love doing these. We're gonna try to do these as much as we can. Like I said, I'm not trying to have excuses. It's just life happens. So sometimes I can't be as active as I would like to. But if you guys are enjoying these, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you stay up to date on every time we go live here on the channel. Our next stop is our collaborative show, Heat, which will bring Raw and SmackDown superstars to life in a live show. You're not going to want to miss it. Heat is our next stop, as you see our Heat intro right here on the screen. We will see you guys then. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.
Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every